When my fiancée casually dropped that her bachelorette trip would be 2 weeks in Europe with her ex-boyfriend and told me not to worry, I felt my entire world tilt on its axis, like the ground had just opened up beneath me. Let me tell you a bit about who I am. My name is Matt, and I work as a graphic designer in a bustling agency downtown. I met Nicole 4 years ago at a coffee shop where we both reached for the last muffin at the same time. We laughed about it, ended up sharing it, and talked for hours about our favorite books and hidden city spots. She was a teacher, full of energy and kindness, always planning fun lessons for her students. Our relationship blossomed naturally from there. Dates turned into weekends, and soon we were inseparable. I proposed to her last summer on a beach getaway, down on one knee as the waves rolled in, and she said yes with the biggest smile. We moved into a sunny apartment together, the kind with big windows overlooking a park. Our daily life was simple but fulfilling. She'd grade papers at the kitchen table while I sketched ideas for work. We'd take turns making breakfast on weekends, pancakes with fresh fruit, and evenings often meant walks hand in hand or curling up with a movie. We shared dreams about starting a family, maybe buying a house with a yard for kids to play in. Fights were few, usually over small stuff like forgetting to pay a bill, but we'd always resolve them quickly, apologizing and moving on. I trusted her deeply. She was the person who made me feel truly seen and valued. Everything seemed on track for a happy future. But looking back, there were early signs that something wasn't quite right. It started a few months after the engagement. Nicole began mentioning her ex, Jason, more often than before. They'd dated in college and broken up years ago, or so she said. At first, it was innocent comments like how he loved the same band we were listening to, or reminiscing about a trip they'd taken. I'd smile and change the subject, thinking it was just old memories surfacing with wedding talk. Then her phone habits shifted. She'd get texts late at night and step into the other room to reply, coming back with a vague, "Oh, it's nothing important." I remember one evening we were cooking stir-fry together, and her phone buzzed on the counter. She grabbed it fast, her cheeks flushing a little as she typed back. "Who was that?" I asked lightly, stirring the veggies. "Just a friend planning the Bachelorette," she replied, not looking up. In my head, I wondered why she seemed so secretive, but I pushed it aside, not wanting to seem jealous. Another time, I noticed she'd updated her social media profile with old photos, including some with Jason, captioning them, "Throwback to good times." When I mentioned it felt odd, she laughed it off. "It's ancient history, Matt. Don't overthink." The doubts lingered, though, like a quiet hum in the background, especially as wedding planning ramped up and she seemed distant during our discussions about venues or guest lists. The bombshell came one Friday night over takeout pizza at home. We'd been talking about honeymoon ideas when she shifted the conversation. "So, about my bachelorette trip," she said, picking at a slice. "It's all set, 2 weeks in Europe. Paris, Rome, maybe Amsterdam." I nodded, excited for her. "Sounds amazing. Who all is going?" She hesitated, then met my eyes. "Actually, it's with Jason. My ex, don't worry about it. It's just as friends. He knows Europe well, and it'll be fun." My fork froze midway to my mouth. "Wait, what? Your ex? For 2 weeks?" She shrugged like it was no big deal. "Yeah, we reconnected recently. He's single now, and he offered to show me around. It's platonic, Matt. Trust me." Her tone was casual, but my mind exploded with questions. Platonic. Reconnected. I felt a surge of shock and hurt, my stomach twisting. "How long have you been talking to him?" I asked, voice steady but tight. She sighed. "A few months. He messaged me congrats on the engagement and we caught up. It's nothing romantic." We argued then, me pacing the living room, her sitting cross-legged on the couch. "This doesn't feel right," I said, anger building. "You're going away with your ex right before our wedding." She got defensive. "You're being insecure. If you trusted me, this wouldn't be an issue." The fight ended with her storming off to bed, leaving me alone with racing thoughts. Was I overreacting, or was this a red flag? I couldn't shake it. Over the next days, I dug a little, hating myself for it. While she was out shopping, I checked her laptop, open on the desk. Emails from Jason popped up. Flirty ones talking about rekindling old sparks and detailed plans for intimate dinners in Paris. Photos attached of them from college, with recent selfies mixed in. My heart shattered reading her replies. Can't wait to make new memories. Betrayal hit me hard, tears blurring the screen. This wasn't innocent. It was an affair in the making, if not already happening. When she got home, I confronted her, holding up the laptop. What's this, Nicole? Rekindling sparks. Her face crumpled. Matt, It started as friendship, but feelings came back. Jason understands parts of me you don't. The word stung like slaps. Understands. We're engaged. Yelled, voice breaking. She cried, admitting they'd met up a few times locally, kisses exchanged. I was confused about the wedding. It felt too fast. We talked for hours, her begging forgiveness, saying she'd cancel the trip. But the damage was done. Trust evaporated in that moment. I called off the engagement that week, packing my things while she pleaded. No dramatic scene, just a quiet exit to a friend's place. The heartbreak was intense. Sleepless nights, questioning everything. I returned the ring, blocked her number, and focused on healing. Therapy helped unpack the pain, and slowly I rebuilt. New hobbies like photography, dates that didn't lead anywhere serious yet. Nicole tried reaching out through friends, saying she regretted it all, but I stayed firm. Months later, I heard she'd gone on a shorter trip alone, posting reflective updates about mistakes. That casual announcement wasn't just words. It unveiled a truth I needed to face. In love, red flags aren't always obvious, but ignoring them can cost you your peace. Listen to your instincts, because they might be the only thing saving you from a lifetime of regret.